underway from Lucas Oil Stadium. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
We saw something last week you don't see very often. Team loses, but the quarterback, the trigger man, Offensive Player of the Week in the AFC. That's pretty impressive.
You rarely see that. Of course, don't worry, folks. He said the obligatory, I would have traded that for a victory any day of the week.
Yeah, no doubt about it, but still, he must have played awfully well to win it when his team lost.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Throwing is Jackson.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Now it's Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick of the 2008 draft, the man they call Matty Ice, quarterback Matt Ryan.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down.
That's complete to his running back, Taylor.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Here's Ryan.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
The Colts at 4-5, a game under 500. They come in losers of 2 straight, so try to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan.
Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley Cox, the tight end. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Now it's Ryan.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Well, that's how you use your safety valve, CD. He didn't appear to be the intended target, but they got it to him, and he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st.
And what a great example of where we are right now in the NFL, because if you're a running back, you're not just going to carry it. You got to catch it out of the backfield as well. Those combo guys, they're the ones everyone wants on their team.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Here's Ryan. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Ryan, a little pop pass, jet sweep.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. On 2nd and a couple, Ryan. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
That sack backs Ryan and the Colts up a bit here, facing a 3rd and long.
He'll look to throw.
Oh, he's got his tight end, Mo Alley-Cox, complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
On the draw is Taylor.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Ryan.
Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown.
A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Colts post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, gotta give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game.
1-7, their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now, this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So is the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is A lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Nifty move. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
He threw his 10th touchdown on the year last time they had it, and he'll look to keep it going here with a 1st and 10.
Now Ryan on 1st down. He'll find Lazard here over the middle.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. Here's Ryan to throw. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things going in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital. Extremely important because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan.
He'll get this one to Pittman.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Third and 2, now Ryan. Able to find Lazard. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
I like the call on 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit them quick. Little slant route. All about timing there, partner.
Yeah, the timing, everything well executed.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. On 1st down, Ryan. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Throwing again on second down. Ryan. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 22-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Again, Ryan. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be second down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because it's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
To throw again on second down. Ryan out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And the Colts are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. He's one of the bigger receivers in the game, CD, and his size that time certainly helped against double coverage.
Yeah, you're still a little bit of a disadvantage when you're going against multiple defenders when they're trying to double you and sometimes triple you. But you're exactly right. With his build, he could minimize that disadvantage, and he more than held his own and hauled that one in right there.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw again is Ryan. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Adafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on first and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Now Ryan. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. A bad third down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field now that you've turned it over and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on fourth down, now they lose it. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage.
Holding offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin out in the Windy City of Chicago. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. Next, we head up. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Ravens. And the rushing numbers should tell the story of why they trail at the half. They're still in single digits in yardage as a team through 2 quarters of play. It's not good. Meanwhile, for the Colts, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Colts ready to go to work to start the 3rd quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On 3rd down, Ryan. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Holding. Offense.
So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the 2nd half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 25-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now Jackson.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
Well, he gave one defender the slip, but others waiting in the wings and dropping him behind the line.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Jackson's going to look to run it.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Now it's Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tucker's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Room to run at the 50.
Isaiah Rodgers.
And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Colts.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
Well, let's be honest. A lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking out some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
Taken in at the 3. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Ravens ready to take over.
And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he stopped immediately there.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Now it's Jackson. And he'll just get rid of it. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson.
Open man is Duvernay.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. Throwing is Jackson.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
An option handoff here to Dobbins.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now in Indianapolis. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson now.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
Indy set to go on offense once more. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Ryan.
That's complete to Pierce.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a 1st down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan.
He's got the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. And this one's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here.
Oh, he's got his tight end, Mo Alley-Cox, complete.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 30. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Ryan. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
On the handoff, Taylor.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
On third down, here's Taylor. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Hasn't had his best game running the football here tonight, but hey, that's a critical spot right there to convert on third down, and he did it.
And the lights are shining just a little bit brighter right now, aren't they? You remember the beginning of the game? If he gets this first down, everybody's happy. That's cool. But here, that was critical, and it really energizes them.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5.
Now a give to Taylor, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
They run once more with Taylor.
And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Game in hand. The offense takes the knee. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line. 2nd and goal.
They'll look to run with Taylor.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Colts look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins.
And down he'll go at the 25. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets, defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Helping with just a field goal, that's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Indianapolis, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5.